Sounds good. Sounding.
We still have plenty of seats up front here. If people want to move toward the front, grab a seat.
Come on in, the water's fine.
Alice, we have a seat right up front here. Next to Clint. Good afternoon, everyone. I believe it's noon, so I can actually refer to it as afternoon at this time. I'm Shannon Holland, your Chief Nursing Officer. The new message I sent out has the new hair color, so just so you guys know, you can put the face to the name now, and it will make sense. As I round, people look at my original picture, and they're like, you don't look like the same person. And I am here to say I am the same person. So, this is a very special day and event for me, the day itself. I take such great pride in being able to celebrate nurses during Nurses Week and to be able to recognize the nurses across the organization, across the community, for everything that you do to take care of our patients and to ensure they receive the utmost kindest, compassionate care that they can. And during Nurses Week, I try to make a point to round even more, and I was telling Rich earlier that it is my favorite week because you do have the opportunity to decline a few other meetings because you really need to be out there meeting your teams and thanking them for everything they do. So we have a couple special guests here today. I'm not going to ask them to speak. I did say I would not do that, but I do want to recognize the people in the room. We do have Alice Gordon. She was a previous CNO here and really is such a wonderful person and such a supportive nurse to Billings Clinic and to all of the nurses in this community. So I do just want to give a shout out that she came for our award ceremony. She also comes for our residency graduations. She participates with us on the Friends of Nursing committee. So Alice is really engaged and involved, and I've really appreciated not only her willingness to work with me, but the friendship we've developed over the course of the last couple of years. I also want to recognize we have a special guest in the audience. So we do have Florence Nightingale here sitting up front. So we do have the opportunity to get pictures with Florence as we work through or go through this ceremony. So we got great events planned for today. I'm going to turn it over to Dania.
Well, yes, good afternoon. I'm going to raise this up because I'm a little bit taller than Shannon. I am honored to be able to MC this event today, as I have in previous years. This is probably one of the most favorite day of the year, short of some of my kids' birthdays and maybe an anniversary, so much. But this Nurses Week is so special because we not only celebrate the nurses, but we also celebrate all of the staff that provide care to our patients. It is a team, it is a collaborative effort, and none of us could do what we do without every single one of us in here. So with that, I do want to ask Josiah Hugs. He's our Native American liaison. We've invited him to smudge the room, smudge the event, and help support us through that ceremonial smudging. And then also I'd like to invite Noel McCann up to give our blessing.
Well, good afternoon. It's really great to be here with you today. As Denia said, my name is Noah McCann. I'm one of your chaplains here at Village Clinic. I'm very honored to be providing a blessing for you today. In previous blessings and later this week, tomorrow at 7:30 and Friday at 12:30 in the chapel, we'll have the opportunity to anoint you with oil if you'd like to bless your hands. And I'll stay late after this if you'd like to have me anoint your hands. But for now, I'd just like to speak these words over you, these words of blessing. And if you would like to, no pressure, please join hands with those around you so that we can all share this blessing together. Today, I pray for the blessing of the hands of all of our honored and beloved nursing staff. Hands that must at one time be spotlessly clean, but willing to get dirty. Hands that are gentle, but strong. Hands that must work swiftly and decisively, while also being careful and precise. Hands that are often sore from the hard work of relieving others' pain. Bless these eyes that must look on the tragedy and the beauty of life and death. Eyes that must see a person both as work and as a human being. Bless these minds that are well-trained and well-educated, but also humble and eager to serve. Bless these hearts that must be all at one time both personally attached and professionally detached. Hearts that must care deeply, but also be able to move forward through the almost constant tragedies of healthcare. With these hands, you have already comforted the suffering, administered healing, and raised up those whose illnesses have brought them low. Your hands have held the hands of those in fear, those who are dying, and those who must live with grief after the death of a loved one. Your hands are the first point of connection between your caring heart and the people that you serve. So today it's my honor to bless your hands as a symbol of the sacred work that you already do. By blessing these hands, we recognize and consecrate your sacred work. And through this small blessing, I hope that you will always remember that your work is set apart for a high purpose. And on those days when your hands are sore, your heart is troubled, and your body is tired, remember this: your work is special and blessed. We've all come to celebrate all that you've done and consecrate all that you will continue to do. You are not in this alone, and your hands are special. Thank you.
All right, let's get the ceremony underway, shall we? I have Shannon going to hand out the awards handed to her by Florence. Thank you, Florence, for joining us today.
Pleasure.
So let's start out. We're going to start out with the first of our outstanding nursing support staff. And this year's one of the awards goes to Danielle Mann. And she's one of our healthcare informaticist leads from Nursing Quality. She was nominated by Carrie Cross. So Danielle supports all of our teams at Village Clinic in the region. She does so by partnering with teams, providing assistance and data, and helps drive practice changes. She's always looking for efficiencies and does so by role modeling HRO skills. She develops and gathers information for inpatient nursing quality scorecards. She utilizes IT technology to collate data into something people can read and understand, and that's so very important. She's developed multiple tools to help support greater efficiency, and she meets with leadership teams daily to support our nursing structure to provide needed information for CPC and Nursing Quality Council. She volunteers to assist in using recording and LMS systems to help develop education. You've probably seen her in some of the LMS modules. Danielle's awareness improves safety as she will not walk away from any patient. She will take the time to address the issue and ensure that it is addressed thoroughly. Danielle keeps the patients at the core of an issue and ensures that teams and individuals keep a broad spectrum of views in mind. She identifies that not all patients have the same perspective. She is an HRO champion for our organization. While she does not perform hands-on direct patient care, she has the knowledge to know what resources are available to team members and helps direct them to those resources to best meet patient care needs. She is currently enrolled in her master's. This was done when she was in her bachelor's, but she's finished that, and now she's moving on to her second master's. She is our team's human encyclopedia. She brings daily bits of information and affirmations that have helped keep our team positive. She is driven, timely, efficient, extremely knowledgeable, friendly, a go-getter, and a survivor. She is a team player, flexible, and someone you want to get to know. She is kind, patient, and very tolerant of others' particular needs and requests. I think that was about me. I have a lot of requests for Danielle. And how knowledgeable she is, how sweet she is, how amazing she is at taking data and transforming it into applicable and meaningful information makes a difference that we can't ever say. Danielle, please come on up for your... By the way, she's my left and my right hand for me. The next Outstanding Nursing Support Staff Award goes to Joseph von Hasenberg. Hope I did not slaughter that. Security Officer from Billings Clinic Security. Is he here today? I'm going to tell the story about you, okay? Because it's pretty good. Joseph works closely with staff in the emergency department to maintain a level of safety and comfort for staff and all patients and visitors. Joseph promotes a safe environment to work in by tuning into what is going on in the emergency department. He is always willing to help with any situation that arises in BPOD, whether it be a safety search, standby with nursing staff, or using taught de-escalation techniques in unsafe situations. Joseph also takes a hand-on approach with helping staff learn and be comfortable with the secure holds and restraint techniques. He continuously puts the needs of patients and staff first, whether it be advocating for aid to a nurse who doesn't realize the situation, to sitting down with patients and having long, meaningful conversations so they feel less alone. Joseph is amazing at looking at a room, reading it, prioritizing the needs in order, and executing a plan to support everyone and make them feel heard, supported, and important. Joseph is a quiet leader for his department. He is constantly willing to learn from anyone and teach anyone what he knows. His discipline, compassion, calm demeanor, active listening, and support can change anyone's bad day into an amazing experience. His ability to work with anyone in any type of situation is a quality that cannot be taught. He's calm under pressure, always willing to lend a hand, a quiet strength for staff, and converse with any patient or visitor with anything. Patients who have had Joseph come sit and talk to them when they have been in the emergency department for hours have said that him taking the time out of his day to listen, converse, engage, and support them has made their time at Billings Clinic a truly incredible experience. Joseph, please come up for your award. Well deserved. Did I slaughter the name?
It was close.
Close to right? Our next Outstanding Nursing Support Staff Award that we'd like to mention today is Rebecca Bollinger. She's a Health Information Management Lead in Miles City. She is not able to be with us today, and her staff is celebrating her in Miles City today, or sometime during this week. But I just wanted to make sure that we're all aware that Rebecca has made some incredible impact to patients in the Miles City location and that community as well.
And we did recognize Rebecca when we were in Miles City on Monday.
Perfect. Our next one is for Outstanding Nursing Support Staff is to Sherry Falling, CNA at Stillwater Billings Clinic, and they also celebrated Sherry there in that location. But her nomination was from her leadership team there, and she's done a great job there too. I feel weird reading it without them here, but they read it there. Our next Outstanding Nursing Support Staff Award goes to Susan Keys, a clinical pharmacist from the CBU pharmacy team. And this nomination was put together by the entire CBU team, so it has a lot of what she means to that department. She has been a crucial member of the CBU team for decades. Her in-depth knowledge and attention to detail make her the go-to person for the CBU staff's medication-related questions. They know she'll always put patients first, research their question, and reach out to providers to provide guidance on medication ordering. She is a constant attendee of CVU Partnership Council, bringing her suggestions and concerns to staff and always asking for staff feedback. Partnership Council allows her to engage with the staff, address issues, and be part of the many quality improvement processes. She has led multiple projects on CVU to help decrease our IV amiodarone infiltrations, from building a nurse-driven amio protocol for post-op open hearts to completing a formal research study assessing amiobolus duration. Also driven by a serious safety event related to Plavix, she helped CVU be the first trial unit for meds to beds, and years later worked to improve our process around Brilinta prescribing. She helped build the Tickesin order set and takes personal accountability to follow every patient that is ordered this medication to ensure we are administering and monitoring appropriately. Over the years, she has given us continual guidance as we have navigated changes to our high-risk medication policy. Susan is passionate about patient safety. She's always thoroughly reviewed patients' medication orders and is not afraid to reach out to nurses and providers with her concerns. Recently, a nurse questioned if it was safe to start a new medication prior to discharge. Susan investigated it and saw it was contradicted according to the parameters. Her taking the time to look further into just that medication saved the patient from a potential adverse event. Throughout the years, you cannot count the number of times duplicate meds or modified med issues that Susan has fixed. She has set the standard that no patient on Coumadin discharges from CVU without a dose and an INR plan. Every new grad RN spends an hour with Susan to establish relationships and tell them to ask if they are ever in doubt about a medication. During this time, she speaks to our most commonly used medications and what to question. Her desk continually has a nurse questioning medication routes, times, safety, efficiency, and side effects. I'm not sure how she gets any work done. We're always at her desk. She's often seen mentoring pharmacy students and residents throughout the year. She supports them in working on a project that is specific to the needs of the CVU patient. Susan meets with all of our new RNs during their experience week, one-on-one, to talk about her role and how her and the RNs work together to do the best for patients. She sat right alongside the CVU nurses at the recent cardiology symposium, energetically seeking the newest information on the care of our patient populations. She's always willing to work with our members of the healthcare team, and she's a trusted resource on the floor for not only RNs, but mid-levels and physicians as well. They are often consulting with her regarding appropriate medication regimens for patients. We see her as a CVU staff member. I appreciate her commitment to her patients and the CVU team, her work ethic, and her willingness to question orders, provide trusted advice, and stand up for what is safe. She is a warm and calming presence for our patients, especially when she meets with them one-on-one. She takes her time and answers patients' questions and leaves them feeling relaxed and confident to manage their anticoagulation at home. Susan Keys. Very nice. Well deserved. We're going to switch gears to our Nurse Nominated Outstanding Provider Award. And this year's recipient is Dr. Nathan Allen.
Oh, I know him.
He's a physician from the emergency department, but does so many more things for us. And he was nominated by Tammy throughout. So Nathan always works hard to communicate and collaborate with his nursing team. He stepped up tremendously last year when the SANE program, which is the Sexual Assault Nurse Examiners program, had made our community and strived to ensure we continue to provide high quality care to our patients. He was the medical director and worked collaboratively with our team and provided constructive feedback on case reviews for growth. He also reaches out to our nursing team for insight and feedback. He's always willing to teach. Whenever we have a question regarding patient care or how things could have been better, he gives constructive feedback. He will always ensure he shows thanks towards the nursing team for the care and input during patient care. He's a huge supporter of utilizing research and education to improve practice and patient outcomes. Currently, Nathan continues to be involved in our SANE program, even though we have transitioned the medical director role to one of our OBGYNs. He plans to stay an active player as we expand services to victims of strangulation and look to grow our outpatient program again with one of our current nurses working at obtaining her NP. He is always willing to provide support and resources for those who reach out. He has done so much for our organization. As the Director of Medical Ethics, he provides a huge service to our organization as well as our patients. He works closely with our nursing teams and providers during these consults. As mentioned above, he stepped up and took over our SANE program during a time of need when no one else would to ensure our nursing team was taken care of and that our patients continue to receive the highest level of evidence-based care possible. Most recently, he has taken back on a lot of the administrative roles in the ED, while our medical director has been on leave. He truly has the best interest of the organization, our patients, our nurses, and support staff teams at heart. Dr. Allen. And this year we wanted to recognize another provider that was nurse nominated. Lynette Gordy is a nurse practitioner that works in our pulmonary department. The ICU team nominated her. Somebody scheduled her to work the night shift last night and tonight. I'm gonna have to talk to her boss. So she's not able to make it today, but she has been instrumental in continuing the work of the APP role within our inpatient and acute care areas. And I have a personal story with her. She actually joined me in Germany, working with the hospital in Germany that we work with. And they do not utilize nurse practitioners in that country. And so by her being there and showcasing what she can do, it really has elevated the work of the nurse, and especially the advanced practice nurse in that location as well. So hopefully her work here will continue across the globe. We'll switch next to our Friends of Nursing Outstanding Leader Award. This year goes to Jennifer Miller. She's a clinical coordinator from ICU. ICU also, the Wellness Committee nominated her. Jen has been an integral part of ICU for well over a decade. A few years ago, Jen transitioned into the clinical coordinator role after spending years working bedside, where she was a compassionate charge nurse and the chair of Partnership Council. As clinical coordinator, Jen actively rounds on all shifts. She is a voice of safety and improvement. She never hesitates to step in and help with patient care or fixing those stubborn CRRT machines. Jen actively participates in Partnership Council and PPR, which is Policy, Procedure, and Research. She is a wizard when it comes to equipment. She diligently ensures all of our numerous machines stay functioning in the unit and is always willing to look over and troubleshoot CRRT and ECMO. Biomed, you cannot have her. Jen is the coordinator of the ECMO program and consistently works to support ECMO nurses in conjunction with ensuring the functionality of our life-saving equipment. She was on the interview committee when I started, so I've always been lucky to associate her with the ICU. First, she was the knowledgeable charge nurse who never hesitated to help a new grad in COVID. As she moved to clinical coordinator, her love for nursing is evident. She actively rounds on both shifts and has been known to pick up a day shift or a night shift as needed, whether it be as an ECMO nurse or as a charge. She's always been willing to step in and assist with high acuity assignments. She's had an impressive wealth of knowledge, which paired with a desire to share and support other nurses makes her a truly transformative leader. Jen. We also wanted to include our Billings Gazette 2024 Salute to Nursing honorees that were put in the Billings Gazette, I believe on Sunday they ran. Tracy Labor was one of those nurses that was nominated and selected as part of this process. She's a nurse manager from hospital surgery and was nominated by Sandy Morris. Tracy exemplifies the essence of a true nurse leader through her 35 years of dedicated service as a nurse advocate and leader. Her commitment to advocacy and leadership has not only positively impacted her team, but also has served as a shining example for others in the nursing profession. Throughout her career, Tracy has demonstrated unwavering dedication to her patients, team, and the nursing profession as a whole. As a nurse advocate, she has tirelessly worked to ensure that the voices of both patients and nurses are heard and respected within healthcare settings. Her efforts have led to positive changes in patient care practices and policies, ultimately enhancing the quality of care delivered. Moreover, Tracy's leadership style is characterized by empathy and grace. She understands the importance of leading with compassion and actively listens to the needs and concerns of her team members. By fostering a supportive and inclusive work environment, she empowers her team to thrive and excel in their roles. Her ability to lead with empathy has not only earned her the respect and admiration of her colleagues, but has also inspired others to emulate her leadership approach. As a mentor, Tracy has played a pivotal role in shaping the careers of numerous nurses, imparting her wisdom and experience to the next generation of healthcare professionals. Her guidance and mentorship have helped aspiring nurses navigate the complexities of the healthcare industry and develop the skills and confidence needed to succeed in their careers. In summary, Tracy Labor's outstanding contributions to the nursing profession make her a well-deserved nominee for recognition. Her advocacy, mentorship, and leadership embody the core values of nursing and serve as a beacon of inspiration for others in the field. Tracy's dedication to excellence and her ability to lead with empathy and grace truly make her a nurse leader worthy of admiration and recognition. And the second nurse chosen for the Billings Gazette 2024 Salute to Nurses honoree is Austin Barassa, Nurse Manager for Inpatient Cancer Care. And he was nominated by Greg Tenser. Austin embodies the epitome of a transformational leader, a mentor, and a proactive advocate for nursing students, showcasing a remarkable can-do attitude that inspires all those around him. His journey in the field of nursing began in 2014 when he served as a certified nursing assistant on the unit he now leads. His dedication and passion for patient care was evident, setting the stage for his remarkable trajectory within the nursing profession. In the spring of 2015, Austin took the pivotal step of becoming a registered nurse. He has continually demonstrated his capacity for leadership and mentorship. His innate ability to guide and support nursing students has been instrumental in shaping the next generation of healthcare professionals. Whether through hands-on training, insightful advice, or unwavering encouragement, he consistently goes above and beyond to nurture the growth and development of those under he works with. His proactive approach to nursing is truly commendable. He anticipates challenges before they arise and implements innovative solutions to enhance patient care and streamline workflows. His forward thinking ensures the efficiency of operations, but also fosters a culture of continuous improvement within his team. In 2020, his exemplary leadership qualities were recognized as he assumed the role of manager for the inpatient cancer unit. Under his guidance, the unit has flourished, providing compassionate care to patients while maintaining a supportive and cohesive work environment for staff members. In summary, Austin Barassa is more than deserving of the title of Outstanding Nurse. His journey from a CNA to a transformative leader is a testament to his unwavering dedication, resilience, and passion for nursing. Through his mentorship, leadership, and proactive approach, Austin has undoubtedly left an indelible mark on the nursing profession, inspiring all those fortunate enough to work alongside him. Austin. Outstanding Nurse Award this year, we chose several. We had so many wonderful nominations, and it's hard to pick a handful, truly. But the dedication of nursing, the nursing profession in this organization is astounding. Our first one is Amy Allen, a nurse from Stillwater Billings Clinic, and she was nominated by Natasha Saylor. Is she able to be here today? We hadn't heard back. So they did celebrate her at Stillwater. I'm just going to highlight a couple of the things that Amy was recognized for. She's a strong informal leader within our nursing department. She has been a strong mentor since working as an RN. She is exceptional with her communication to all staff members and is sure that she advocates for both patients and staff alike. She is very involved in helping to push communication and shared governance within our departments. She seeks input and involvement from all levels of staff and always values the input of the team. She is currently seeking her APRN degree while continuing to work and help the department grow within our own skill set. Amy works to promote critical thinking skills of her coworkers and continuously works to help the novice nurses grow within their profession by being a preceptor and a collaborator. She is the first to ask if she can help anyone with skills and is always willing to use her previous skills of ultrasound technician to be able to assist where needed in various areas. She is dedicated to a lifelong learning and education. Not only has Amy been working towards her NP degree, but she also participates in different educational opportunities and brings back the knowledge to share with her teams. She is constantly looking for new evidence-based practices to bring to our patients and innovate ways to be able to help the unit grow and thrive. Patients say that Amy is one of the kindest nurses we have ever encountered. She has the ability to make you feel safe and that you are her only patient. Even though we know she has more people to care for than just us. Most say that she has a contagious smile and is always willing to sit and understand this patient side of the problems and listens intently. Please share your applause for Amy. Our next Friends of Nursing Outstanding Nurse Award goes to Jeannie Voorhees, who is an outstanding nurse from the Nursing Quality Inpatient Wound Care Team. She was nominated by Linda Shelton. Jeannie is an outstanding wound care nurse who brought much experience to Billings Clinic. She has participated in many educational opportunities for staff. She presents at nurse residency, skills days, one-on-one with new hospital providers who shadow her, and impromptu training with nursing students and travel nurse staff for wound vac training. She also reviews new wound care products and makes cost-saving choices for high-quality products. She's also involved with pressure injury prevention training and outcome monitoring with quarterly PIP studies. Our current pressure injury statistics is below the national average, so Billings Clinic is doing a great job preventing pressure injuries, which is a cost savings for the patient, and the company thanks to the hard work of Jeannie and others. Billings Clinic is blessed to have such a dedicated, hardworking employee who loves her job and Billings Clinic. Her positive attitude and friendly interaction is seen by all who encounter Jeannie. Jeannie is also working to achieve her wound care certification in nursing, which involves many hours of study that she does on her own. She attends seminars on wound care to increase her knowledge, and she works diligently to help nursing staff feel confident in their wound care choices and acknowledges the good choices they make, especially when receiving patients on weekends or nights. Jeannie has worked as an RN for 27 years and has worked in many settings. She has worked in acute care, long-term care, and home health. She joined the wound care team in 2020. She owned and operated a memory care home for many years with her husband, and she's been very dedicated to caring for others. And now that she lives on a farm, she also cares for many types of animals. But most importantly, she cares for us. Swift, a nurse from CVU. Was she able to make it today? Yes. We made it. You'll see why in a minute. Jordan is quiet and humble, but an impactful leader on CVU. She actively participates in many different shared governance activities on the cardiovascular unit. She precepts new graduates, is active in our partnership council, and helps relay morale committee information back to the partnership council as well. She is a role model for bedside report and shows her orientees the importance of utilizing this practice. Jordan goes above and beyond the nursing duties. She routinely makes sure that her patients get showers, bed baths, and care is done for the day. Jordan is quick to volunteer for process improvement and being a voice for the bedside nurse. She was one of 3 bedside nurses to join a medication process improvement team. She spoke from the viewpoint of nurses directly caring for the patient to determine if process changes were implementable and safe. She's an active member in partnership and seeks feedback from her one-to-one peers. She has had many great catches, and I heard from Jen, her manager, she has more great catches than we can count. One of those great catches was a patient who received orders to transfuse blood. The patient had a normal H&H, and so she questioned the order, reached out to the provider, and then it was found the provider had entered the orders on the wrong patient. Her questioning attitude and attention to detail has saved many patients from potential harm, and it is only one of the numerous reasons we are nominating her for this award. Jordan has very good critical thinking skills. She makes sure she understands the why behind what intervention she performs. She's a primary preceptor for many new graduate nurses that start on CVU, and she uses her wonderful critical thinking skills to teach students and new graduate nurses. No matter how busy the day, she takes the time to sit with her orientee and reflect on the day. Her orientee and her, and 2 back-to-back difficult days. The first day, they noticed an acute neurological change on a patient that had a stroke 2 nights prior. This happened first thing in the morning, and the rest of their day involved CT scans and developing new plans of care for the patient while also caring for their other 2 patients. Jordan managed the situation with a calm demeanor and appropriate urgency. Her orientee was able to see the best way to manage a critical situation. The second day, their patient was unable to maintain their oxygen saturation and was not recovering as they had the day prior. Jordan once again calmly escalated the situation with the providers and modeled how to handle the situation for the orientee. Towards the end of their second day, she debriefed the 2 days with her orientee. They discussed what she would have done if she was alone and who her resources would be in those 2 situations. This writer witnessed Jordan providing a supportive environment for that new nurse and instilling confidence to care for patients with the help of her peers. Jordan is advancing in her novice to expert program, and currently she is a purple and a competent level nurse on CPU. She is always eager to learn more and know the best way to care for patients. She actively participates in classes and brings thought-provoking questions. She also understands the importance of continual learning, so she's working on classes to obtain her PCCN certification.
She got it.
Right on. She's now got it. Jordan goes above and beyond for her patients. She is a very safe nurse who wants to know the why behind the intervention she performs. She is very patient and communicates effectively with both her patients and their family members. Not only does Jordan perform her nursing duties, but she also helps the CNAs and makes sure her patients have their hygiene and cares completed for the day. I have never heard a patient talk negatively about Jordan. She is a very hard worker and cares deeply for her patients. This helps develop trust between her and the patient she cares for. Her peaceful presence and listening skills create that relationship quickly. Whether she has a patient for hours or days, they feel safe in her care and guidance. Jordan. Friends of Nursing Outstanding Nurse Award goes to Lynn Siski. And Lynn is in the Cardiac, Thoracic, and Vascular Surgery Department, and she was nominated by a couple of people that she works with. I think she might know who they are. This is from Dr. Sasha Kraev and Dr. Eric Howell. Lynn has been the rocket. They kind of went back to back on her nomination too. So, Sasha. Lynn has been the rock of the open heart surgery team in the OR. Everyone looks up to her, not only to keep smooth operations, but she makes sure everyone is taken care of. There is no challenge she cannot overcome. Really a key individual for the team's success. Not to be outdone, Dr. Howell says, almost single-handedly ensures the smooth functioning of the operating room for cardiac, thoracic, and vascular surgery subspecialties. Routinely asked by others to help out with duties outside of her role and unquestionably rises to the occasion. Consistently finds ways to improve efficiencies within the OR and perioperative care areas, improving both patient care and team morale. Ensures all essential supply ordering gets carried out with minimal disruption, ensuring patient safety. Lynn has always been involved in so many things. She is key in OR interaction with the cath lab, ICU, and CVU. If there are educational needs, communications, etc., she has been on it. She has the true vision of Billings Clinic and shows pride to be a tertiary care center. She also understands the organization's priorities well and has been very well grounded in achieving our goals, even with all the constraints. Almost single-handedly runs the CTV-OR, ensuring supplies are available and up to date, advocates for staffing needs, demonstrates leadership, and fosters strong relationships with all members of the team, from fellow nurses to chief of surgery. Advocates for necessary changes to boost morale and inter-team collaboration. Strong advocate for nurses and patients alike. Everyone looks up to Lynn. She's a true leader from the front. She does not micromanage and wants to see her team grow. She is a great educator and knows how to have an A team. Everyone needs to be an A player. She is up to date and not afraid to challenge the system when she learns of new ways to get something accomplished. She has been awesome in supporting innovation. If there is something that would improve patient outcomes, she is all for that. In fact, without her, we would not be able to grow the way we are. There's no other person I know who has more passion for being a nurse than she. In fact, she has even passed her NP and CRNA opportunities because she knows she is making a bigger difference with larger impact with this team. This is her purpose and core driving force. A nurse from Psychiatric Services in the Behavioral Health Clinic. She was nominated by Carol Christensen. Natalie is the lead RN at BHC. She takes initiative to develop processes and provide education to increase safety in the work environment, creates methodology for communication improvement, and processes related to patient care. And she is accountable and reliable beyond measure. She assisted in the creation of a monthly gathering for the providers and RNs to join to improve workflow, communication, and improvement of the patient experience and safety in the environment. Natalie is very supportive of the concept of nurse involvement in decision-making regarding practice, process, and decision-making. Her role as a lead has helped her integrate and develop what is needed to progress in the psychiatric specialty. Natalie is excellent in her critical thinking skills. Long-term experience as a psychiatric nurse and is outstanding as an informal leader in her lead role. She mentors new staff, RNs, and MAs as well as staff providing scheduling duties, as that is part of the nursing role responsibilities. Natalie's knowledge and skill set has been instrumental in the creation of practice improvements related to specific processes in our specialty clinic. She is very skilled and kind with patients and ensures that they get prompt response to what is needed, extends genuine concern and compassion, and is invested in the experience that patients with mental health needs have as part of their practice. She is knowledgeable, helpful, accountable, and reliable best practice, Oh, this is what she said. Knowledgeable, helpful, accountable, and reliable best practice, Natalie. Providers, as well as their patients, feel confident, comfortable, and supported by what Natalie offers consistently. As a leader and a non-leader, and a non-nurse, I am blessed and grateful to have Natalie as one of my clinical partners to ensure that BHC is a wonderful place to work and an exceptional place to receive mental health care. Natalie. Knowledgeable, helpful, accountable, and reliable best described. Our next Friends of Nursing Outstanding Nurse Award goes to Ted Shelton, a nurse from Billings Clinic MedFlight. Ted has been flying with MedFlight for 7 years. In his 7 years of service to MedFlight and many more to Billings Clinic, he has embodied what it takes to be a leader, not only in our department, but in our region. Ted constantly looks for ways to improve our process and efficiency. He strives to educate any nurse or nursing student that we bring on our team by taking them under his wing and shares all of that experience. He is continually advocating for his patients and always brings new ideas and clinic practice ideas to his team based on his experience and best practice. He's always willing to pick up extra duties around the base to help his team and his leader. Ted continually promotes shared governance throughout the MedFlight department. He often seeks input from all of his teammates and brings that input to the team to make a decision. He continually seeks out educational opportunities to improve his practice and provide the safest care possible to his patients. Ted is always willing to volunteer time to promote MedFlight and Billings Clinic's mission, vision, and values. You could not find a better professional practice nurse at Billings Clinic. Ted continually seeks improvement in his practice to provide better outcomes to his patients. He is continually providing education and expertise to his fellow nurses and nursing students. He has sought out his CCRN and CFRN to provide the best care in the air. Ted demonstrates a commitment to new knowledge, innovations, and improvement. Ted recently helped develop the process for development of starting ECMO for the transport team. We will be the first team in Montana to provide ECMO transports. Ted is actively involved in safety and quality by continually reviewing charts from his peers and providing insight to improve patient care. He often seeks out his own educational opportunities to bring back to the team. If you were to ask any nurse in our entire region, they would tell you that Ted is the epitome of what a nurse should be. Not only does he provide the most ridiculous dad jokes to his patients, they can feel his compassion through the care he provides. His team loves flying with him, his leadership relies on him, and his patients love him. He's incredibly intelligent, always prepared, and has a unique way to provide humor and compassion to relieve any concern in his patients. It is truly an honor to work with Ted Sheldon and have him represent Billings Clinic MedFlight. And this year's recipient is Darcy Smith. Darcy has been a nurse in the emergency department, and she was nominated by Tammy Grohl. Apparently there wasn't enough space on the form to fill out everything that needed to be known about Darcy. So we just put things into little things. She truly encompasses all qualities we should all strive to have each day. Advocate, nurturer, friend, teacher, department mom are a few. She has more knowledge in her pinky finger than most people will gain in their career. The best thing is that she has a passion for sharing that education with others. She is a preceptor and a mentor to everyone around her. Her calm approach to stressful situations aids in positive outcomes. She has a way of sharing information and educating those around her in a way that is positive and easy to learn. She is always willing to step up and teach classes when asked. You don't go a shift without someone commenting on if they could be a fraction of the nurse Darcy is, they will have done something special. Darcy is a role model and a true example of nursing excellence. She is an active member of her church. She assists with councils within the department to promote growth and positive change. She feels very passionate about nursing and supports care teams having a voice in change and improvements in the organization. Darcy is a true professional. She doesn't fall into any of the negative talk and behaviors. She promotes growth of those who may be struggling and is always willing to mentor and give feedback to others. When she works with staff, she does it in a way that people don't feel beat down, but eager to improve and use the feedback to grow. Darcy advocates for her patients and her team. She consistently tries to go above the base expectations of care and ensure her patients receive the best possible care for the best possible outcomes. Not only does she care for her patients, but she takes care of their families as well, ensuring excellent communication for all, treatment, care, procedures, and the plan to come. Darcy is always willing to help educate others. She sees the value in continuing education to promote personal growth. She brings in articles she has read to even share with her leadership time if there are good information or ideas that she feels could be valuable to the continued growth and development of the unit. She started her career here in 1990 with a solid base in critical care. She has continued to build on her nursing career and personal growth. She continues to take opportunities to learn and has grown every chance she can, even to this day. One of the doctors said that many physicians, she's not only raised nurses, but she's also raised physicians and continues to support them every day. And she said, when Darcy puts her hand on your arm, you go. Darcy. wrap up this presentation, this recognition ceremony with our Outstanding Department Award. And full disclosure, this one's long. But this year's recipient is the Inpatient Cancer Care Unit, and I'm going to tell you why. ICC's commitment to quality, safety, and service is one of the highlights of who this team is. The team has built a powerful culture around this commitment. They are very passionate about taking care of cancer patients. They have a high standard for which they perform to. This also equates to high expectations and standard of those who join their team. We often share this expectation with those we interview to join the team. They love onboarding and bringing in new members, especially those who share the same willingness for quality, safety, and service. New team members thrive on ICC when they are willing to learn from and grow alongside the ICC team members. The team has a culture that feels safe in reporting safety concerns, which helps them work towards safer patient outcomes. They are often recognized for going above and beyond in their connections and patient-centered care. The ICC team did receive a Team Daisy Award in 2023. The team's commitment to engagement has been greatly increased over the past few years. In January of 2021, the ICC Partnership Council was shut down due to lack of interest and involvement from the team. Communication was shared with the team that if there was a group that wanted to start Partnership Council back up, we would reinstate it. In 2023, a group came forward wishing to restart it. Since then, the ICC team has worked to grow and develop the Partnership Council into a robust group. This group now meets monthly and is working towards building a council that truly has positive, supportive, staff-centered involvement and decision-making capabilities. ICC has also had consistent representation on CPC as well as the PIP team. When I think about teamwork, I'm not sure I've seen any better examples than what occurs on the ICC unit. They are supportive of each other, interdisciplinary team members, and students. The ICC team has welcomed in other interdisciplinary team members as their own. This includes providers, EVS, RT, rehab services, care management, spiritual care, dietary, and pharmacy. We're all one happy family. They welcome these areas as being part of the team. This welcoming attitude destroys barriers between different care teams, which creates stronger team building and improved patient care across the system. They also create a great environment for students. They treat them with respect, dignity, and are grateful that the students are present. This is reflected in the amount of student requests ICC gets across from multiple schools. The team also receives frequent positive comments from schools and their instructors on the experiences they have on ICC. The ICC team is invested in providing them a great learning environment. They've also seen benefits of this as many of our students have become employees. The writer also had a group of students share that their experience with the ICC team renewed their dwindling hope in their decision to become nurses. That's pretty powerful. Another area of teamwork that was experienced over the last year with the teams was moving to a new unit. In November 2023, the team moved from the 4th floor of the trauma tower to the 4th floor of the east tower above IMC. They moved 27 patients in less than 12 hours. Again, their teamwork was incredible during this move. All staff on that day worked hard to make sure the move was done safely and timely, and the author was quite humbled by the process. He had a few ancillary teams express their gratitude for the move, and they showed that this was one of the best projects moves they had been on in quite some time. This again shows the ICC team's ability to work closely with others to best serve their patients. ICC has also partnered with our RPI team to work on throughput for the units. The team was asked to be an innovation unit where different workflow changes would be trialed. This request came the same month the unit moved. Team met with the RPI team weekly for months working on patient throughput on ICC. They developed a more robust multidisciplinary rounds during this time frame. They also made great progress in decreasing length of stay and increasing patient throughput, all while building relationships with providers, promoting increased communication regarding plans of care and discharges. This author was honored, grateful, and thankful to be part of this team. By the way, it's Austin. He is often humbled about their level of integrity and dedication to their patients. They truly impact others in so many ways. They are an amazing team. They are the difference. For the system development, they've helped design and move to a new unit. Once this was done, to accommodate all critical care in the trauma tower for level 1 designation, team players. The culture, this may be the area that ICC has done the most work in over the past few years. ICC has worked hard to develop a culture that others want to be a part of, and that is proof. At this time, ICC is currently fully staffed RNs. Fully staffed. They have, I think they have a waiting list. For reliability and safety, quality, and experience, ICC works closely with the nursing quality on quality indicators, and in the last year, ICC has continued to work on CLABSI prevention with many different interdisciplinary team members. For innovation in research and education, ICC has built a cohesive relationship with multiple college nursing programs. ICC works to accommodate many requests for students to be present on the unit, and I don't think they say no. Billings Clinic's mission, vision, and values is the epitome of ICC. They believe it, they live it, they breathe it. And they are just a remarkable team. Over the last year, the ICC team has started providing new cancer treatments. They work closely with educators, providers, cancer center teams, and IT to build power plans and educate the staff for the implementation of providing, managing, and caring for patients receiving high-risk medications and new treatments in the inpatient and outpatient care setting at Billings Clinic. I could go on and on and on. ICC, this year's. And they're very photogenic. Get out of the way, We do take nominations for a portion of time that'll begin early next spring for the next years. I love reading through them. They're absolutely amazing nominations, and just speaks to the work that our nursing staff and our care teams really do provide to our patients. Just as a little bit of housekeeping, there is a photo booth of this door. And I know Shannon would like to have a group with a picture with all of the winners at the...
If we can do it somewhere up here. We missed Ted in the group on the stairs, so I want the winners to come back up if we can and get one more group picture that includes everybody. So that would be greatly appreciated.
And if anybody would like a picture with Florence out in the photo booth, she's happy to oblige.
And Olive, could you bring your award up with you as well so that we can capture that in the picture? Thank you. And a special thanks to